You're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM, your source for radio evolution. And this is Wombat Music taking you through the rabbit hole with
Hannah Fae. Hi. Woo. Doo-doo-doo. So excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's so awesome to have you in the studio tonight. A really funny thing just kind of happened. And so actually he's not the program director, he's the general manager, Daniel Hubble. Shout out Dan. He was like, you should interview this really cool gal, Hannah Fae. And then I mentioned it to Hannah, and Hannah's like, Daniel? Who is this said Daniel? So
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
It's fine. No, I'm just curious. I gotta ask him later. I'm like, how did you hear about Hannah Fae? So I'm curious. Anyway.
Me too. Maybe we can be friends. Hi, Daniel.
He must have heard your music somehow and was like, dang, that's fire.
Aw, thanks. I'm flattered. That's very sweet. I'm happy to be here, though, so thank you, Daniel.
So how about you introduce yourself to our audience, tell a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, my name is Hannah Fae. I am originally from Battle Creek. Maya said, ooh, you're a battle creature. I was like, of course, I am a battle creature. I have grit. And I've been performing. I originally started in musicals since I was probably in elementary school. I went to school for musical theater, and I went to Oakland University for that. And I was about to I had a job all set in New York City. COVID happened. That was a bummer, but then I moved back home, met the love of my life, worked at a coffee shop, and just started writing a lot of songs in my downtime. Because when you work at a coffee shop, you're surrounded by so many creative people, and just so many different artists work there too. So there's a lot of creativity that just flies around, and yeah, I started writing songs for my album, Underneath the Terracotta Moon, around 3 years ago, and now it's out, and I love it. It's my baby, my debut album, and yeah, now I'm here.
Do you have a favorite musical that you have been in?
Yes, I do. It's so hard to choose, though. I think it was when I played Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, the musical.
That sounds awesome.
It was amazing. I have a killer bend and snap if you want to see it sometime.
Oh, yes. You'll have to teach me. I've been working on my bend and snap, but it's not snappy enough.
Anyone can do it. Yes. You just got to have just a little pizzazz. Put your own spin on it. That's my favorite, though. Are you into musicals at all?
I am definitely into musicals. I've not been in one, though.
Oh, okay. Maybe we have to be in one together.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Perhaps. Did you say you write music for musicals as well, or what's your involvement now with that?
No, I do not write for musicals, but I am a choreographer, so I choreograph musicals. It just depends on who hires me, but I usually work for a company called WIDR Theater Company. They're a nonprofit, which is awesome, and I usually choreographed their teen musicals. We just did Newsies the musical, which was the hardest musical I've ever had to choreograph in my life, but it was a great challenge, and it was so fun. Lots of dancing and sweating, but they got me in perfect shape for my wedding, so thanks, guys.
You're all set for dancing now. I mean, yes. But, yeah, so are you in any other projects, or is this your main love right now?
So I think this is probably my main love is my band with my boys. Of course, I love choreographing. So that's kind of like I'm Hannah Montana kind of. I choreograph in the daytime, nighttime I'm with my band. And we all went to the studio last year. We were there for 10 hours at La Luna. Shout out Kalamazoo with Maggie from Fake Baseball. Thanks for putting up with us for that long. But we all recorded the album together, and that was crazy. Probably the best day of my life. So fun. But we have shows a lot. We've had so many this summer, and performing live is probably my favorite thing to do in the history of ever. It's just the energy you get from the audience members and the energy that you can feel from your fellow band members is just amazing. I'm on a high every night that I'm on the stage.
What do you like most about playing shows?
That's a really good question. Let's see. I think my favorite part is just looking out and seeing my biggest supporters, which are my mom and dad and my fiance and my friends when they can make it out, and just think that they've always supported me since day one. It's just really cool to see them always there and perform, like, to get really good feedback about the music that I wrote, about really hard times in my life, really happy times in my life, and see that people actually like it. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Thanks.
So is it usually like the body language you get during shows, or also or more so the verbalization, the affirmations after you've played?
I love seeing people dance, get up and dance, but a lot of my songs aren't very dancey. I mean, you can head bop, but I think it's just talking about the music afterwards with people and seeing how it's touched them and how they can relate to it as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know I had you compile a playlist for me, and there's quite a few songs on here, so I think we should probably jump into it, if that's okay.
That would be great with me. Let's do it.
Yes. So first up, we have Witches by Alice Phoebe Lou.
Yes.
And then Underneath the Terracotta Moon by yours truly, Hannah Fae.
That's me, title track.
And you're listening to WIDR Kalamazoo. Here are the big speakers.
Underneath the terracotta
I loved recording the harmonies. It was a challenge.
Yeah, I love the vocal layering in this.
It was fun. It took a long time, but it was so worth it. That part makes me giggle.
You're listening to
89.1
WIDR
FM. Yeah.
And you just heard Witches by Alice Phoebe Lou, and then
Underneath the Terracotta Moon by yours truly, Hannah Fae. What?
yes. So in preparation for this interview today, I was listening to that album in the car on the way here, or not the way here, on the way to work, and I was just driving down the highway, and the rain was coming down. It was kind of like, scary, and I was a little sad. And then when this song came on, your angelic voice was like the light between the clouds, and it was exactly what I needed.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much for that. That's exactly what I wanted with that song, was just to have it feel like a warm, cozy hug when you're feeling a little sad or a little moody. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. When did you write that song?
I wrote it. So the album came out last October. I believe I wrote that song at the beginning of the summer of 2020. No, I wrote it in February of 2020. What was that? 2024. So February 2024. It's a cold little day, and I was out for coffee with my fiance, and we were just spitballing ideas. I was like, do you like moon? Moon? He's like, no, don't do that. I was like, okay, great, moon. And that was the first part of the song that I came up with, because I just have an obsession with the moon. I think there's a name for that, but I always just look out at night, and it's just always it's so different and beautiful every night, and I just feel like I could stare at it for hours. I'm like, this is my love letter to the moon. I need to write a song for it. So, yeah, wrote it in February. I told you, I ramble.
Yeah, and that was a really quick turnaround between that, writing the song and then recording it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So a lot of these songs were on my voice memos from around 3 years ago, and then we moved to a different house, and a whole bunch of stuff happened, and I was just looking through my voice memos, and there were half-written songs. And I'm like, these are actually pretty good. And at the time, I didn't think that they were great because I'm hard on myself. And then, like, I think the end of 2023, fall of 2023, I was looking at them. I said, wow, okay, I need to do something with these. And I would show them to Mitchell, my fiance. Yeah, I wouldn't say that these were good if I didn't mean it. Like, these are actually, he's told me that some were bad.
He helps you kind of troubleshoot.
Yes,
and figure
yes.
It out, you know, it's like the screening process. It has to get through Mitch first.
Yes. And so I decided, I said, you know what I want for Christmas? I just want a gift card to the recording studio so I can start my journey. And wow, that first time at the studio was a wake-up call because I could not record to a metronome to save my life, but it gave me something to work towards. And then, yeah, we recorded it in less than a year, and it was out that fall, October 25th, 2024. So we recorded it all in a year.
So what was that recording process like for you?
It was challenging because I had to hear myself back a ton, and sometimes artists were all very particular with how we want to sound, how we want a harmony to just blend perfectly, or how we want the dynamics to be. So I would just be so hard at it. We have to do it again. We have to do it again. We have to do it again. Or sometimes I would think I had it. I was like, oh yeah, that's great. And then I hear it back. I'm like, oh no. But it was a wake-up call also for having to record the metronome, because I'm usually just playing with my guitar or with my band or just with people behind me, like an orchestra pit in a musical. They follow you. A metronome goes, and that's all it does. And you have to just record to that and be exactly in time with it the whole time. So I was like, listen, Maggie, I'm sorry, I can't. I need to bring in the band. I need to bring in the boys. And so we all just came in together and we recorded it. And actually, one of her band members, Adam Danis, he's actually on my song The Way You Look at Me and my song Vicious Mockery. He recorded the drums and the bass for those songs because I didn't have a band at that point in time. I was like, oh, this is great. Thank you, Adam. And then I met my band on a Facebook post because I was being vulnerable. And I was like, listen, I want to play with people. Can you be on my album? And can we have fun? This would be great. And we all met last year. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And we all just recorded together. It was great. Shout out to Reese. I think you're listening. Hey, dude. He's my guitar player. Love ya. But yeah, it was fun. It was a great experience.
What instruments do you play in the band or on the recordings?
I sing. I wrote all the songs. I played acoustic guitar and piano, and I don't think I put any of the piano tracks on this playlist because they're just they're a little sad. They're a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. But those are what I play. I play just those three instruments: my voice, guitar, piano. Yay.
And then who else is in your band? I know you kind of talked about it a little bit, but
Yeah.
who plays what?
Yeah, so we have Reese that I just shouted out. He plays our lead guitar. Shout out Reese Knight. Then we have Danny O'Neill, who plays our rhythm guitar. And we actually went to the same high school. So, hey, dude. Go Panthers. We have Jack Scrimger, who plays the bass. He's like the dad of our group. Love him. And then there's... Oh my gosh, I almost forgot our drummer. He's awesome. We play at his house. He is the real MVP. We have Nick Gast, and he plays the drums for us. He's a beast. Human metronome.
Usually people forget the bassist, so
No!
We remembered the bassist today, so that's good. And Nick, you've not been forgotten.
No, Nick, we love you. Thank you for everything.
So how did you pick the songs for the playlist tonight?
Yeah.
That you've been playing off of.
So I'm not gonna lie, there were some. I made this playlist before I even made the album. I was like, hey, like, well, I had all the songs written, ready to go. Like, so it was before it came out, I guess, and it was just called Inspo, sitting in my Spotify forever. And then you were like, can't have cuss words. I said, oh yeah, it's radio. Shoot. I said shoot. And so I had to go back in and change some of them up. But they're just, a lot of them are, I think they're mainly women on the playlist. And I just really like their style. There's a lot of stream of consciousness going on. Like with Samia, she's awesome. A lot of these singers have higher voices like me too than just it's very haunting. It sounds very kind of like a ghost a little bit.
Very ethereal.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. That's why you're the interviewer, not me. And yeah, I think they're all strong women for the most part, and I also, the songs are just kind of spooky and witchy. And that's my vibe. So yeah,
Yes.
I can do a tarot reading for you later. I didn't bring my cards. I'm not very good. Maybe next time.
Oh, yes, I know. It's getting to be fall time almost. I'm not ready for it, but like there's a crisp and I'm feeling witchy.
Oh, me too.
So, but yeah, we're going to play a few more songs for you. Up next, we have As You Are by Samia off of their album As You Are. And then Female Energy Part 2 by Willow off of the album Willow. And you're listening to 89.1. So, what would you say have been the biggest influences on your sound? Mostly people in this playlist, or how has that evolved over your life?
Yeah. This is so basic, but I feel like a lot of people will resonate with it. So I got my first guitar when I was, I believe, 12 or 13 for Christmas. And I wanted to be just like Taylor Swift. Just like Taylor Swift. I was dancing in my bedroom to her ever since I can remember. And so a lot of that, like, diary, like, songwriting comes from a big influence for that is her and just how open she can be. So she's probably my biggest influence. And then as I got older and I had things like Spotify and just access to my own phone where I could see and discover new artists, I would listen to people like Samia and I'm like, wow, this stuff is really cool and also very vulnerable. She's very, very vulnerable and a little her music videos are a little weird, but in a good way. I'm like, wow, I want to make stuff like this. This is amazing. And we actually we made a music video, and you should watch it. It's really funny. He plays, it's a song based off of our D&D campaign. It's called Vicious Mockery. But I couldn't put it on the playlist because it has a bad word in it.
Oh, man.
But he plays the bad guy in it. And so I just wanted to make really funny music videos, and she has some silly ones too, Samia. So that was definitely an inspiration there. And I also just talk a lot, if you can't tell. And I also write a lot. Sometimes it comes out like word vomit, and it's just very stream of consciousness. So people like Stevie Nicks, Fiona Apple, just constantly just they're getting all of their emotions out, just everything. Sometimes it doesn't make complete sense, but it doesn't have to, because it's awesome.
Yes, that's so true. Well, we still have a lot more songs to play,
I know, there are a lot.
so I think we should play another couple.
Let's do it. I would love that. What do you have next?
We have Full Moon by The Black Ghosts.
Oh, this is a Twilight favorite of mine. I'm obsessed with Twilight, so this is from that.
It is okay. I listened to this song earlier and I knew it from somewhere, and then I was like, I need to listen to this album, and I added it to my album list, and that makes so much sense now.
I am a Twilight girly. I told him if we weren't going to Hawaii for a honeymoon, I want to go to Forks. I want to go to Forks, Washington. We have to go. That's also another inspiration for my album because full moon, Jacob Black, Team Jake.
Yeah, it is a little like vampire-y, witchy type music.
I'm such a nerd.
So, Team Jacob or Team Edward?
I used to be Team Jacob, but now I think I'm a little bit more Team Edward. He's just, he glistens, you know. What are you?
Well, with the movies, Team Jacob. With the books, Team Edward.
I know. Reading those books, I was like, I got a little hot and heavy.
Yes. So we got Full Moon, apparently it was in Twilight, and then Fire for You by Cannons. I know you talked a little bit about how your music tastes exploded after finding Spotify and having access to a whole bunch of different artists. So how do you most often find new music now?
Wow, it's weird. Sometimes it can just be like, I'll be in the shower and then I can't change the song because and then something comes up. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
Like hop out the shower, like my hand's wet, but I have to know.
Yeah, seriously. And then a lot of my new friends, like some people in my band, at the end of practice, Reese, shout out dude, again, he will send me new songs to listen to that he's like, she's not going to know these. Because I'm a pop girly. I'm about the pop girls. And then I'll send him a song that I like. And then we'll come back to rehearsal and be like, love that, or nope, not my vibe. So I'll just ask my friends about fun songs and we'll make fun playlists together. We have a lot of collaborative playlists that we do. Me and my best friend from she's not from Texas, but she just moved to Texas. And so one of the ways that we bond is we have collaborative playlists too. And so we've been making playlists for each other's weddings, which have been really fun, and we find new music. And a lot of it's like RuPaul, and it's super fun. But yeah, those are songs I probably can't sing at my next gig. But yeah, just talking to my friends about it, and my fiance has a very different taste in music than me. He actually got me into some metal music, so I've been to multiple metal shows, and I never thought I would do that, but I actually really like it. It's cool. We were listening to, I don't know if this is metal, but Sleep Token on the way here, and Sleep Token's pretty cool. So not like my music, so I didn't put it on my inspiration, but if you like, I don't know, how would you describe it?
Token. We're gonna phone a friend.
It's weird metal. It's like prog metal.
Prog metal.
Weird metal, prog metal. Thank you, Mitchell, for clarifying.
I didn't like it at first, but it's definitely grown on me.
Like
so.
Mars Volta-y?
Oh, love.
Also love them.
They're great.
Yeah.
More tamer
More
than
tamer.
Mars Volta. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just mainly my connections, talking to friends, and my love, my bestie, and just seeing what they like, and we discuss. I used to be really embarrassed to show people the music I liked because I was like, they're not going to like it or they're going to think it's silly. But now it's just become a really cool topic to talk about. Music is just the universal language. So
Yeah. Music can express things that we can't always like put into words. Like, yeah, you can have lyrics, but you know, it's more the feeling that you're trying to capture.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
what is the feeling you try to capture with your music?
Well, a lot of times growing up, I just felt like, oh, this sounds so angsty. But that it's way too emotional. And that I was like, I don't know anybody else who feels this way. Like, oh, so angsty, right? And I just wanted people to know, like, hey, you are not alone. We've all been through these feelings, especially my last song on the album. It's called Space Witch. And it's basically just about somebody who is the black sheep of the group. And they're not a follower. They kind of stick out. And sometimes people might not say the best things about that, but that song is to tell you, like, hey, don't change who you are to just make other people happy. Because when you grow up, your younger self is going to look back, like they're going to be smiling at who you are if you stay true to yourself. So that's what that song's about. It's just, you know what? If you're weird, that is okay. It doesn't matter what people think, because you're going to be, when you're 98, you're going to be so happy that you stayed true to yourself your whole life, instead of like, oh, I'm just going to blend in the background.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
important to embrace the authentic you.
Yeah.
Which can be definitely hard sometimes. It's like, yeah, of course we gain inspiration from people we meet, from music we listen to, but not like trying to be them, unless you're like a Tom Petty cover band.
Yeah.
Then you want to be like Tom Petty, but like, yeah. Other than that, it's like we are like little collages of the people we meet, the music we listen to, the media that we consume, but that is not us.
No, definitely not. And then I also, there's another song called Counterpart on the album, and that's a pretty moody song, but I feel like it's something that a lot of people can sadly relate to. And so I just wanted, just like how I said before with the other song, like, it's okay to, like, I want you to know that there's somebody out there who understands and is here for you. Like, you are not alone. And that song is just basically about how women have it very hard sometimes. I mean, everybody does in life. But there's something about being a woman that, in the woman experience, that, like, I just want to go outside at night and feel safe. And that song's basically just being alone and then seeing somebody and you feel like you have to call for help or be carrying pepper spray with you 24/7. That's that song in a nutshell. And so to all of my women out there, this album is just to make you also feel like you are not alone. I've been there. And if you ever need anybody to reach out to, please hit me up, because I've been through some stuff too. I'm sure lots of us have, and I'm here for you.
Yeah. It's relatable music that you can listen to and feel like you're not so alone in this world.
Yeah.
And that somebody out there has felt what you're feeling, and that's very powerful too, because there sometimes when you're going through it, you can feel really alone, and then that kind of music, it can be uplifting, even if not all of it is like, not all of your music is like positive in tone. Some of it's like, a little melancholy, but it still helps to know you're not alone out there.
Yeah, seriously.
For sure. All right, well, speaking of, I think it's time that we listen to Midnight Swim.
Oh my goodness.
You.
All right, awesome. Yeah, this song's about overthinking, so I'm sure everyone can relate. You're not alone.
And then My Mind is a Maze by Alana?
I don't know. I just like the song a lot.
Well, it's off the album Dumb Days. Anyway,
We all have those.
This is WIDR Kalamazoo. How did you start writing your own music?
Okay, so I wrote a song in elementary school, and it was terrible, and I printed it out because I didn't have a phone, and my mom found it on the printer, and she made fun of me. Hey, Mom, love you. She was like, it's so cute. I'm like, oh no, I'm never doing this again. She's my biggest supporter, okay? Love you, Mom. But then I didn't really touch songwriting again until I was more focused on musical theater. So then I didn't touch it again until college, because I brought my guitar with me, and sometimes I would just chill out in my dorm. And college, I'm sure you know, can be a very emotional time. You meet a lot of people. There's hormones flying around everywhere, and you're like, ah, okay. So a way that I would get through it is just writing songs in my dorm room, and I feel like some of them probably sucked, but I got consistently better throughout the process, and yeah, I just kind of haven't stopped. I don't write all the time, but when I do get on a writing kick, I can't stop. It's one of my songs, sorry.
So, you have a band that plays with you. Do you write all the music for them, or do you come to them with an idea and then they write around it? How does that all work?
Yeah, so I always write, well, that's a lie. Sometimes I write on my voice memos while I am driving or I'm doing the dishes or randomness. But most of the time, after I've done that, I will pick up my guitar and or my piano, and then I will just play my melody I will sing my melody that I put on my voice memo, and then I will try to come up with a cool like chord progression or see what chords match that melody. And sometimes I'll come up with a little melody on the piano, and I'll show my band, and they have their little ideas too, and they'll come up with really cool bass lines. Like, oh my gosh, that bass line in Midnight Swim slaps. Jack, you rock. And they just come up with their own little things, and so they do some of like the instrumental writing, but I mainly write like the lyrics and the main chord progressions to get through the songs. Yeah.
Do you include any choreography in your performances?
Oh my gosh. No. I do a lot of jumping around, and I do a lot of swaying, and sometimes I have my guitar, so I can't do too much, but I try. I have a choreographed dance for my wedding. I can't wait. I choreographed it myself, so woohoo!
Exciting.
But no, I don't usually dance. I'll send like my choreography videos to my band, and I'll be like, hey guys, we need more stage presence. Let's do this next time. But we don't do that. No, just a lot of jumping around, lots of energy.
Yeah, less structured, just feeling. Yeah.
Lots of like witchy hands for sure.
Can't forget the hands.
Cannot.
All right. Well, how about let's get into another couple songs here.
Yeah, what you got for me?
We got Lemons by, is it Byer? Burr?
Burr.
B-R-Y-E.
Burr.
Burr. I don't know.
This is kind of a revenge song. So this is also a very vicious mockery core song.
And then we have a song by, I don't think you've heard of her before. It's called My Kink is Karma. I remember really loving that Lemon song when I was in the car today as well on the way home listening to this playlist, because it's got like some really good bass. It's got the vocal harmonies, which like the layering of the vocals, which are definitely present in your recordings as well. So
I love that song.
But you said you have a couple interesting tidbits about Chapel Rowan.
Yeah, so I actually, me and my best friend Sarah and my fiance, we all got tickets to Mitchell. That's his name. He has a name. We all got tickets to Chapel Rowan like 2 weeks before she blew up. So we went to the intersection, and it was the day that Good Luck Babe dropped. Yeah, and it was amazing. And yeah, 2 weeks later, her Tiny Desk concert came out, and everyone was just obsessed with her, and I was like, yep, there she is. I knew it. I knew she was going to be huge. It was the best concert ever. There was so much love in that room. We danced the night away. It was fantastic. A kind of a funny story about that night is we got there, and we're standing in line, and all of a sudden I was wearing these really cute go-go boots, and they just snapped in half while I was wearing them. I was like, what am I supposed to do? What? So it was super graphic, ultra modern girl night. So we were all dressed up like really cute aliens with like really short shorts and everything. And on, and he was also wearing really short shorts.
Mitchell is he.
Mitchell is he. And he was like, okay, I'm going to go back to the hotel to get your other shoes, but you guys stay in line. So he walked all the way back to the hotel. It was a super busy night. He's in the shortest little short shorts, sheer little top, and he's like, I'm on a mission. It's fine. Little antennas. Comes back with my platform Converse. I'm like, I'm going to marry this man. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Good memory.
And you said you also went to the same performing arts school in Shelburne?
Yes, I did. So I didn't know this, but I believe my best friend told me that she went to Interlochen Performing Arts School the summer before me. So she went summer of 2015, and I went the summer of 2016. No, she was 2014, I was 2015. And that's crazy. I'm like, we ate at the same, like, cafeteria? Did we have the same cabin? Who knows?
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
amazing.
wild. She wrote, what's the song called? I'm blanking on it now, but she wrote one of the singles from her first album there, which is really cool. I'm like, wow.
Yes,
So-
what, was she like 18 at the time?
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But she's also like 28, right?
Yeah, I think we're the same. I mean, yeah, same age.
Now, not to give anything away, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really cool tidbit. I'm like, what? That's awesome.
So we know that you have the album out, which is awesome.
Yeah.
What does the future of your project look like? What's coming up?
Wow. Okay, so we've had so much fun playing this album live at all of these different venues across Michigan, and we played our first house show. That was really cool. But what's coming up is we have a show on August 29th, so not this Friday, but next Friday at Bell's Brewery here in Kalamazoo. I am so excited. We're headlining, so that's amazing. We're so proud and so grateful.
That's huge.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We'll be playing the entire album, and we also have 2 openers, and one of the bands, their name is Mad Hat Mojo. They're from Battle Creek, and then Peyton and Annabelle are also opening for us, and they are, I believe, from Kalamazoo and Ann Arbor. So it's all women who are headlining that are front women, and we all write original music. So it's going to be a really fun, empowering night.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm so excited.
Do you have a favorite show that you've played so far?
Wow. So there's a music festival in Battle Creek. It's been going on for, I think, 15 years. And it's pretty big there. It's at the Lila Arboretum. It's called Lilapalooza instead of Lollapalooza. And a whole bunch of local artists come out from all over Michigan. There's people from Indiana, Ohio, just tri-state area, and tons of different genres. And we played on the main stage this year, and it was so fun. It was so fun. So that's probably my favorite.
So was it in the woods there?
They have a clearing that has a big stage.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
got like the little, I don't know, not amphitheater, but kind of.
kind of like an amphitheater, yeah. And a whole bunch of artists did these beautiful wood carvings that surround the amphitheater stage. So it's also supporting local artists and musicians. So it's a really cool festival. It's one I grew up with. So that's probably why I'm a little biased of why it's my favorite.
When did you say that was?
That one was just like last month.
Okay.
But we played it last year too, but this one was more fun. I was less nervous.
Yes, got the jitters out.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of the night.
Oh no.
Time for us to say goodbye, but not before we play 3 more songs. So up next we have All I Ever Asked by Rachel Chinuri.
Shinuri.
Yeah, let's say
Yeah,
that's right.
that's it.
Pronunciation, it's like I know, it's like when you're reading a book and then you have a character's name in your head, but then you have to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, it's like, I know what this sounds like in my head, but I can't put this to words. And then No Body, No Crime by Taylor Swift, and The Promise by Samia.
All right. Enjoy. Thanks for having me. This has been fun.
Yes, this has been such a great time. I can't wait to go to some of your upcoming shows. I'll definitely be at the Bells one next Friday, and we'll have this recording out on YouTube. So in case anybody missed it or they want to listen to it again, that should be out soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
This has been Through the Rabbit Hole with Hannah Fae, and peace out, everybody. Enjoy these last 3 songs.